Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Prisca here, and this video is kind of different from the normal how-to videos you are used to. Well, this is me jumping on a trend that happened some years back. Then I wasn't on YouTube, so this is me on YouTube trying to jump on the train. Yeah, I'm not used to all of this, but I feel like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting, and it's definitely you getting to know much about me or a little about me. So this is the first time tag, first time experiences, me sharing about my first time experiences. And I'm happy I'm doing this, and it's definitely gonna be interesting. I know that. So kindly sit with me, enjoy this video as much as you can. I have a couple of questions I'm gonna answer. I'll try and answer, sorry, as much as I can within the time frame for this video. So let's get right into the first time tag. Let's get right into the question. The first question here is, who is your first celebrity crush? Well, let me not lie about it. My first celebrity crush was Celine Dion. Like, it was really bad, or was it really that bad that year? You see me tuning in to listen to music. Those years we have this kind of TV that shows channels, different channels. Whenever they tune her music, you see me dancing and singing, and even when I'm working, maybe I'm sent to buy something and someone is playing the music, you see me humming. That year I was trying to make her voice, but unfortunately I don't have a kind of voice. So that was how I really loved her. I loved her. Second question is first cooking experience. My first cooking experience was terrible, just disastrous. Like my mom told me to cook beans. Not that I don't pay attention, no, but it seems anytime it's your first time to do something, there's this little scare or I don't know. I was kind of like, wow, will I cook this one? Let me just try it. And my trying wasn't good enough because I did bad. The beans were so dry. My sister was like, what's this I prepared for? It's so dry, it's not even sweet. Is this still salt? Or you don't know what salt is to add to food. So my first cooking experience wasn't that good enough. So I had to really pay attention to kitchen matters from that day henceforth. If I was paying attention, I had to add more extra attention. You understand? So that's it. So the third question is my first fear. My first fear, I think, is darkness. I'm always scared of the dark, and I'm always scared of the dark. I don't like staying in the dark. And it's even worse, maybe when a relation dies or something, and staying in the dark is a no-no. If there is no light, and maybe everybody is in touch, and we're in a room, and maybe I'm sweeping, and they're moving away with that touch, I'll drop the broom. I'll throw it out of the room because I can't stay here, guys. I can't stay in the dark. I'm a child of light. Let's go on. First friend in college. My first friend in college was a girl by name Bruce. Then I was observing when I entered college. I was just observing people. But she was my first friend before other friends that I had started coming along. So that's it. First heartbreak. Well, first heartbreak, I think everybody that had I think it goes with first relationship, like your first relationship, your first heartbreak. Like one or two people had experienced breakfast in your first relationship. So first heartbreak was my first relationship. Yeah, did I call it relationship, or was I joking then or playing around or just trying to feel am more or trying to, you know, do what others are doing because it's called relationship? Well, next one is my first IG post. My first IG post was a picture. I think it was a picture that has a quote on it, and that was my first IG post. I think it was a picture that has a quote. Or was it a picture with a volunteer picture or something? I can't really recall, but I think either of these two was my first IG post. The next one is first internet activity. I think my first internet activity was chatting up on to go. When to go came out years back. If you know, you know. So I think that was my first internet activity, chatting up on to go, trying to, you know, get familiarized with that. Is it an app? So I've forgotten, but that was my first internet activity. The next one is first thing I do when I get home. First thing I do when I get home is take off my shoes, my sandals, my slippers because I don't like stress. Then the next thing that follows is taking off my clothes because this too is kind of like Oh, I need air. I don't like stress at home. I don't like, being stuffed up at home with clothes, only if it's cold. Yeah, I don't like stress. There's no stress in my life. Shoes, clothes, out. First piercing or tattoo. I don't have any tattoo, but my first piercing is my ear. That was when I was still a kid. Oh, when I say kid, when I was still a baby. So that was the first piercing I had. First makeup item. My first makeup item was lip balm or lip gloss. Yes, every girl had it there. And why it was my first? Because during the harmattan, you have to make your lips wet, else it will be so dry. So that was my first makeup item before we started learning about makeup. And first time we got into trouble at home and in school. First time I got into trouble at home. Oh my god. It was definitely breaking up of stuffs at home. Cup, plates. Well, it got at a point where my mom was like, any plate you break in this house, you're going to buy it. Because it was getting out of hand. Every time you're breaking cups, you're breaking plates. Like, what is wrong with you, this child? So she knew I was saving small, small money then when I was a teenager. So if I broke any plate, I must buy it. I'll give her money to buy it. That was just it. Just I had to learn how to be careful. Then at school, I think it was is it noise making. I'm not a troublemaker. Or I don't disturb in school. There, I don't disturb in school, but I think that was one of the trouble when our class was, disturbing the school. Then the principal came up and told everybody to go downstairs and kneel down under the sun, like on a bare ground. Oh God, it was very, very. Ah, I can't even. That experience was. It was annoying. It was painful. Hot sun on the background with nothing. Don't use your sandal. If you try it, you're in trouble. And then even those are the most. They like carry the noise making on their head. It now affected the innocent people that you're not really making noise like that. That you're just talking or giving somebody something. Or that was how everybody got into trouble, and I was part of the trouble. So that was just it. First time I allowed to put on makeup. First time I was allowed to put on makeup. I was never allowed to put on makeup when I was growing up. It was only that lip gloss or lip balm that I was allowed to rub when I was growing up as a child. The time I started putting on makeup was when I was already in college. When I was already in college, that was when I started putting on makeup. I started applying eyebrows, um, um, lip liner, lipstick, eyeliner, mascara. That was in college. First YouTuber you subscribe to. The first YouTuber I subscribed to. When I started watching YouTube, when I got a phone, I started watching YouTube. I think I was just watching makeup. I don't know if I subscribed to all of them. I think the first person I subscribed to that was a makeup artist. I think it's Beautician Chic. Beautician Chic. I think I was following her over to one because her makeup was. I think she was the first. I think if I'm able to talk about people I subscribe to, she'll be the first. Then Dema, Ume, and few other makeup artists. Um, it was basically what I was watching then because I was trying to learn how to make up. Okay, first time you went shopping. First time I went shopping was when I traveled to Lagos some years back. That was when I was still trying to enter college. That was after my secondary school. I entered college. I was about to enter college, so I traveled to Lagos to go and see my cousin. So, to move around, feel Lagos because I think that was my first time in Lagos. I think so. That we had to go for shopping at Shoprite, and I think that was my first shopping, like serious shopping. Other shopping, that was my first shopping. First car, no, I don't have a car. First job, my first job was teaching. That was the first job I did, teaching, and I did that job before I entered college. So I traveled to Benin, and my neighbors then were, we are going out and making small money. I wanted to make small money, so I was like, please, can you help me? I'm looking for you. I want to join you guys, and start making small small. I said I should apply to schools around our neighborhood. Maybe they accept me. Sorry, I was not applying. The first interview I went, oh god, it was disastrous. What I answered, I knew that I failed that question. I knew I failed. I knew they will not call me. And that answer they always give, get back to you. That was what they told me. That was when I learned that anytime they give that kind of answer, they're not getting back to you. So I later got a job in another school and as a teacher. So that was my first job. That was my first job. The next one is first YouTube. My first YouTube video wasn't my welcome video because my welcome video now became my second video. My first video I wanted to do I was trying to do I like call it test running. I wanted to do a test run. So there was a video I shared on my IG. In real I shared on my IG. So I decided to share it. I already shared as a short. I didn't know that short is 60 seconds. So it was more than 60 seconds, right? Just one thing that made it to be more than 60 seconds. So that became a video. My plan was to make it a short, but it became a video. So that was my first video on YouTube. I shared about I think what I do in a day. That was the first video, like a short clip of what I do in a day. Then first set of people I talk to when things happen. First set of people I talk when things happen is my sisters. They're the first people I talk to when things are going well, when things are not going well. They're the first people I see at home. First people I talk to before maybe any other person. So basically my sisters because we are, it's girl talk sometimes. So that is basically those I talk to when things happen. First toy, I can't really recall the first toy I had or the first toy I got. Yes, I can't really recall. But there was one doll I met when I was still growing up as a child, but that wasn't my toy. It was the toy that was got for my sister. So some toys she had are the toys that I used. So that was just I can't remember when I got the first toy because I was obsessed or engrossed with using her toys because she outgrew them and left me with it since you know she was not a big girl. So that was just it. Okay, my first phone. I think my first phone was one small phone that had a lot of buttons. I don't know if it was itel or techno. I can't even recall the name of that phone, but it had a lot of buttons. The camera was not sharp, and I didn't really like the phone, but I had to use it. So that was my first phone. So I think that's all about it for this video. I answered almost all the questions I have here, and some questions I might not be able to relate to some of them. So tell me if you just let me know if you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comment section if you enjoyed this video, and also, do you have anything in common? Like my first job, was it the same as yours? My first phone, was it the same as yours? My first makeup item, was it the same as yours? Can you let me know in the comment section? And that's all about it for this video. Keep living, keep loving, stay beautiful, keep popping. Until I see you in my next video. Bye guys.